Welcome back, Renegades. Today we got some gameplay with starter deck 21 Red Luffy, Gear 5. We are going to be playing against Purple Luffy, Shanks, Doffy, Blackbeard, Buggy, as well as Purple Black Luffy. And as always, make sure you guys like, share, and subscribe. If you like the content, your friends may as well. All matches will be timestamped in the description. So let's get into it. Here we have Luffy versus Purple Luffy. We're going to go first here, get our Dawn. We're going to deploy down our Nami Searcher. We're going to grab the 3-5 Zoro with Rush, pass it back over to the opponent. Opponent just gets their 2 Dawn, passing it back. We're going to deploy down the 1-drop Nami, allows us to attach rest to Dawn. We're just going to put 2 on our leader, use the Nami's effect to put a 3rd one on, and just pressure 8k. Pressure early, they take that hit, pass it back. Opponent's going to go 5 with their leader into life. We're going to take the first one. They're going to take a life to ramp a Dawn. Play down their Eustace Kid blocker. Back to us. We're going to play down the 3-5 Zoro with Rush. We're going to put 1 on our leader. Using leader effect, we're going to make that Zoro a 7k swing, pressuring life. They're going to counter out here. Put 2 more on our leader, making an 8k swing. They're going to use their blocker and then counter out. Just pass it back. We're going to take another life to ramp another Dawn. We're going to pressure 5 into life. We're going to counter. Wasn't sure if we had any 1Ks left. Luffy Taro coming down with the on play to play out Sangoro. Kid's giving him a Dawn back. Back over to us. Ooh, we draw to a Kidding Killer, which is good. So we're going to deploy down the Kidding Killer. Use the Nami to attach a rested Dawn to our leader. 2 rested Dawn with leader effect to the Rush Zoro. 1 on Killer Kid, pressuring 8 into life. We're going to use their blocker and give it to us this time. We're going to put 2 on our leader, and then we're going to pressure 7 with the Zoro. We're going to use the Gum Gum Giant here to counter out. Then we're going to pressure 8 with our leader. They take that hit, which pass it back. Sangoro's going to pressure the rested Zoro, drawing them a card. We're going to counter. Luffy Taro's going to go into the Kidding Killer, 8 into 5. Yeah, we're going to counter out, save this. Try to keep our board so we can pressure back. They're going to put 2 on their leader, pressuring 7 into that Kidding Killer. We're going to save it. We're out of cards now, so anything they do come down. They're just going to play out a Kid blocker, passing it back. We draw into the 4-drop Zoro. We're going to deploy that down, use Nami's effect, give our leader rested Dawn. We're going to put 2 onto our Zoro, and we're going to pressure 7 into life there. They're going to use the blocker, and they're going to counter and save the blocker. We're going to pressure. We're going to use leader effect first to give that Zoro that we just played Rush, adding an extra Dawn to it, pressuring 8 into life. They're going to use another Gum Gum Giant to counter out of this hit. We're going to put 2 on our leader and pressure 8 total into life. They take this, and then we have a 7k swing with Kidding Killer. We're just going to pressure life as well. It looks like they're going to try to counter out here. Okay. Just passing it back over to them. We have 4 life, no cards in hand, but they're going to pressure board. So I get rid of our 3-5 Zoro. They're going to pressure the other Zoro. And then Kidding Killer with Luffy Taro. So they focus the board this turn, deploying down a Sanji blocker and a Trafalgar Law Searcher, getting an Onami. And passing it back. We do draw the 5-6 Luffy here. We're going to deploy this down. We're going to use leader effect. Our Nami's effect first, putting a rested Dawn. Then we're going to go 7 with our 5-6. We put a Dawn on it. Going to put it on the Nami Searcher here with that Luffy's attack effect there. They're going to counter out. We're going to use our leader effect to put 2 more rested Dawn onto that Nami Searcher. We're going to make it a 6k swing into life. They're going to use their Kid blocker and counter. And we're going to put 3 onto our leader, pressuring 9k into life. They're going to give us the Sanji blocker. We're just going to pass over. They're going to pressure into the Nami Searcher. We're going to give that to them. Sangoro's going into the rest of Luffy. We have to give that to them. We're going to play down the 9-drop Linlin. Using its on-play effect, they gain a life. They're going to put the Nami on the bottom of our life as well. And they're going to pressure 8 with Sangoro. We have to take any hits. They pass it back. They didn't use their leader swing, which is kind of weird, but... So we're going to put 7 on our leader, and we're going to pressure 12, see if we can get rid of that kid blocker. Yep, they give that to us. We're going to deploy down the Nami from Starter Deck 21. Allows us to activate to add 2 Rested Dawn. Back over to them. They're going to pressure with their Sangoro. We're going to take this hit. We're going to put 1 on their leader, pressuring 6. We're going to counter out of this one. Sangoro is going to come in for 8. We got to take it. They're going to play down a Frankie Suki, giving it a Dawn to make it a 5k rush. If they want to use it, they will. 5 into life. We're going to use a 1k. They're going to put 3 onto their Trafalgar Law. We're going to take this one. They still have the Linlin swing if they want it. Yep, we're going to pressure 9. We're going to take this for at 0 life. They have no blockers, 3 cards in hand. We're going to deploy down the 4-drop Zoro, and opponent scoops it up. Luffy versus Shanks. Opponent's going to go first. We're going to get a Dawn, passing it back to us. At 2 down, we're going to play down our 1-drop Nami Searcher. We're going to grab the 5/6 Luffy, pass it back over to the opponent. Opponent's going to put 1 down on leader, pressuring 6 into life. We're going to take the first hit. They're going to play down a Monet, passing it back. We're going to drop our 1-drop Nami, let's attach Rested Dawn. Drop down the Zoro, using Nami effect, giving it to the leader. Yeah, and leader effect, giving it to Zoro, pressuring 7 into life. They're going to use the leader effect, then counter out, and then we're going to go 6. They take this, we pass it back. They're going to play down a Yasop, giving their leader plus 1,000 for the rotation, adding 2 additional Dawn, pressuring 8 into that rested Zoro. Back over to us. We're going to drop down the 5/6 Luffy. We're going to use Nami's effect to put a Rested Dawn on our leader. Using leader effect to give it to the Luffy, pressuring 8 into life. Take this hit. We're going to put 1 on our Nami Searcher and try to get rid of that Monet. They're going to use leader effect. And we're just going to pressure 7 into that Monet. Passing back over to the opponent. They're going to play down Ben Beckman, trashing our 5/6 Luffy. We're going to pressure 5 into the rested Nami. Give that to them. Yasop's coming in. We take that hit. Back over to us. We're going to drop down the 3-drop Nami from Starter Deck 21. And then we're going to go with the 5/6 Luffy. Using that Nami's effect, we're going to give Luffy 2 Rested Dawn. We're going to use our other Nami's effect to give our leader 2 Rested Dawn. And then we're going to use the leader effect to give that Luffy 2 additional. We're going to go 10 into that Yasop, giving our leader an extra Dawn. And we're going to pressure 7 into life. They're going to use a counter. Back over to them. They're going to play down their silvers, giving our Nami and our Luffy minus power, then getting rid of the Nami, pressuring into the Luffy with Beckman. We got to give that to him, and then 5 into life. We're going to counter out. Back over to us. They got a lot of those Zoros enhanced. We're going to deploy 1 down. Going to use Nami's effect, leader effect, and we're going to pressure. Let's put an extra 1 on Zoro here. We're going to pressure 8 into life. They're going to counter out. We're going to deploy down the 3/5 Brush Zoro, putting 2 additional Dawn on it, pressuring 7 into life. And then we have a 6k swing as well. I'm just going to pass it back. So I'm just going to go 8 with their silvers into our rested Zoro. We're going to play down the Sanji from that. They're going to play down the silvers again. They're going to get rid of that Sanji, letting us draw a card. And then they're going to pressure into our rested Zoro, taking it out. 2 on Beckman, going 9. We got to take that. Back over to us. We got some options here. We're going to go with the 4-drop Zoro, using Nami's to feed the leader, using leader to feed the Zoro. We're going to add 2 additional Dawn. We're going to pressure 9 into life. They'd use leader effect, giving it -1, and they're going to counter out. We're going to go 6 into life. And then we're going to play down a Rush Zoro, putting 1 Dawn on it, pressuring another 6k swing, and we got it. Luffy versus Doffy. Opponent's going to go first. We're going to get their Dawn, pass it over to us. We're going to play down a Jewelry Bonnie, pass it back. Opponent's going to put 2 on their leader, pressuring 7 into life, getting down a Crocodile. using its effect to draw a couple cards, putting a card on top of their deck. We're going to take this first hit. Back over to us. We're going to deploy down our Chopper blocker, and then we're going to put it down on leader, put 2 on Bonnie, pressure 5 into that Crocodile. They get a counter. Then I'm going to go 6 into that Crocodile. They counter again. That's pass back. I'm going to play down their Boa blocker, and then use Arrested Dawn to leader, pressuring 6. We're going to counter out. They're going to swing 5 with the Croc. We're going to counter. Back over to us. We're going to play down our Nami Searcher, grabbing a 4-drop Zoro. Then we're going to play our 5/6 Luffy. We're going to attack into the Rested Crocodile with the Luffy. We're going to counter out. We did give our leader Arrested Dawn from that swing, using leader effect to feed the Bonnie, going 5 with Bonnie into Crocodile. They're going to counter again. Then we're going to go 6 into the Crocodile. They let it go. Pass it back over. 2 on leader, playing down a Boa, putting the Rested Dawn on to the other Boa blocker. They're going to pressure 7 into life with their leader. Using leader effect, they deploy down a Trafalgar Law. They don't look like they used the effect here. I'm just going to take the hit. And they're going to pressure 7 with their Boa blocker. We're going to counter out. Back over to us. We're going to deploy down Edward Newgate. We're going to use his on play to get the leader ability, then use Newgate's to get rid of the Trafalgar Law. Using leader effect, we're going to give 2 to Bonnie, pressuring 6 into the Boa, which was a mistake. We're going to put 1 onto our Chopper, and then we're going to swing 6 with our Luffy, giving Chopper an additional Dawn. And then Chopper is going to swing 6 into life, giving the Boa blocker some minus. They take this hit, and we have a 6k swing with our leader, which they take as well. Back over to them. They're going to use Red Rock to put our Newgate to the bottom of our deck, pressuring 7 into our rested Luffy. They reveal a Sengoku. They can't do anything with that. We're just going to counter out, save that Luffy, at least from this swing. They're going to go into the rested Chopper with their blocker, which is fine. Back over to us. We're going to play down the 4-drop Zoro. We're going to put 1 on our leader, use leader effect to feed the Zoro, so it has rush, adding additional, going 8 into life with the Zoro. They take this hit. Going to put 2 onto our Luffy, going 8, giving Bonnie Arrested Dawn. They take that. Leader swing, 6 into 5. We're going to counter out here. We're going to put 3 Dawn on Bonnie, pressuring a 6 again into life, and they're going to counter out. Back over to them. They're going to play down a Sengoku, and they looks like they got a Boa Hancock blocker. They're going to play out that blocker, giving their leader Arrested Dawn, playing down the Gecko Moria, and they get the Crocodile back from the trash. Pressuring with their blocker into the 5/6 into the Zoro. We're going to take that, and then we're going to deploy down our Chopper from hand. They're going 7 into our rested Luffy. We're going to give him the blocker, though. Back over to us. We're going to put 4 on Bonnie, pressuring 7. We're going to use a blocker. 2 on Luffy, pressuring 8. We're going to put the last 4 on to our leader, pressuring 9. See if we can close this out. We got it. Luffy versus Blackbeard. We're going to go first here. We're going to play down our Nami Searcher, and we're going to grab the 2k Sanji. Just pass it over. Phone's going to play down their search event, getting a stronger, and then deploying out a Lafitte, passing it back to us. We're going to play down our Jewelry Bonnie, and our 1-drop Nami allows us to attach Dawn. Going to attach 1 to our leader, and then attach the second one, and pressure 7 into life. They take this hit. Back over to them. They're going to pressure 5 back with their leader. We're going to take the first one. They're going to play down a Shuru, trashing our Nami. Back over to us. We're going to deploy down our 5/6 Luffy with Rush. We're going to attack 6 into life, giving our leader Arrested Dawn. They're going to counter out. We're going to use our leader effect to feed the Bonnie, and then attack 5 into life with the Bonnie. They take this hit, and we're going to go 6 into life with our leader. They take that hit. Back over to the opponent. They're going to use a Lafitte here, resting it to find a, looks like the Marshall D. Teach. They're going to play down their stage and getting a Shuru, and then pressuring 5 into the Bonnie. We draw a card from that. They're going to pressure 5 with the Shuru. We're going to counter out. We're going to play down another Lafitte, resting it, getting another stronger. And they're going to play down a Vasco shot blocker. Passing back over to us, we're going to play down our Newgate. We're going to use its activate main to get rid of the Vasco shot, pressuring 6 into the rested Lafitte, giving our leader a Dawn. We're going to give the Nami 2 Rested Dawn with our leader effect, and we're going to pressure 4 into the other Luffy, and then we're going to go 6 into life with our leader. They're going to counter out here. We're just going to pass it back to them. They used Finger Gun to get rid of our 5/6, and then played out a Jesus Burgess. Using their stage, they're going to get a Van Augur. 5 into the Rested Nami, which is fine. 5 into life with Shiru. We're going to take this. They're going to shut up around plays, passing it over to us. We're going to play down our 4/6. 1 on leader, feeding the Zoro 2 Rested Dawn, pressuring 7 into life with our Zoro. They take this hit. We're going to go 8 with our Newgate into life. They take this hit. We're going to put the last 4 on our leader. We're going to pressure 10k into life. And we got it. Luffy versus Buggy. We're going to go first, deploy down our Nami, passing it over to the opponent. Play Mr. 2, get an Elvita, putting cards on the bottom of their deck, passing it back. 3 Dawn now. We don't really have a lot of options, so we're going to probably end up deploying down our Chopper. Using leader, our Nami's effect to give a Rested Dawn to our leader. We're just going to pressure 6 into life. They take this hit. They have a trigger with Sanji's Pilaf. We just pass it back over to them. They get their Dawn and pass it back to us. We're going to play down our Nami Searcher here. We're going to grab our Sanji from OP10, deploying it out, using our Nami to put a Rested Dawn on our leader, using leader effect to feed the Chopper, going 6 into life. They're going to counter out, put 1 on our leader, pressuring 7 into life. They're going to take that hit. We're just going to pass it back to them. They're going to play down the Elvita, 1 on leader, pressuring 6 into life. We got to give them a counter. We got counters here. Back over to us. We're going to put 2 on our Chopper. We're going to swing 6 into life again, giving the Elvita minus 3,000. They're going to counter out. We're going to put 1 onto our Sanji, pressuring 7 into life. They take this hit. We're going to deploy down our 2-drop Sanji, setting it up for next turn if needed, using our Nami ability to feed our leader. Our leader will feed our Nami Searcher, and we're going to pressure 5 with that Nami. They're going to counter out. We're going to go 6 with our leader. They counter out. Pass it back. They're going to play down the promo Buggy, Shoe Buggy, and then they're going to deploy Mr. 1 with that, pressuring 6 for Elvita into life. We're going to counter out. 1 on leader, 6 into life. We're going to take this hit. Fauna passes it back. We're going to play down our Newgate here, getting rid of the Nami Searcher. We're going to put 1 on leader from Newgate's effect. Using leader effect, we're going to feed our Nami. We're going to give it 2 more. We're going to use her own effect to give herself another Dawn, pressuring 6 into life with the Nami. They're going to counter out. We're going to go 6 with our leader. They take this hit. We're going to rest the Newgate to get rid of the Mr. 2. Back over to them, they're going to play Crocodile into Elvita, playing down their stage, using their stage to draw, put 2 cards, then draw 2. Elvita going into that Nami. She can have it. 7 into life with Mr. 1. We're going to take. They put 2 on their Buggy, even though it can't attack. And then they put 5. They're going to go 5 with leader. We're going to counter. So back over to us. We're going to deploy down our Searcher Nami. Opponent scoops. Red Gear 5 Luffy versus Purple Black Gear 5 Luffy. Opponent's going to go second. So we're going to play down our Nami Searcher, getting the 4-drop Zoro, passing it over to the opponent. Opponent's going to play down our Trafalgar Law Searcher, getting themselves the Gum Gum Lightning, passing it back over to us. We're going to deploy down our Chopper Blocker, and we're just going to go 5 with leader into life. They take this hit. We're just going to pass it back. We're going to play down Roanoa Zoro, doing its on play, doing some Dom manipulation, pressuring 5 into life with their leader. We're going to counter out of this hit. They're going to put 3 on Law, going 5 into life. We're going to take it. Back over to us. We're going to deploy down the 1-drop Nami, allows us to attach Rested Dawn. We're going to drop the 4-drop Zoro, use the Nami's effect to feed the leader, use leader effect to feed Zoro. We're going to use our Nami Searcher to pressure into that Law. They gave it to us. We're going to go 7 with our Zoro into life. They're going to counter out here. I'm going to 6k swing into life with leader. They're going to take this hit. We're just going to pass it back. They're going to use Top Knot to bottom deck our Zoro, getting some Dawn back with their leader effect. We're going to put 1 Dawn on leader, then play out a Sabo, getting rid of our Chopper. Or, not Sabo, Sanji, sorry. 5 into our Nami. We'll take that. 6 into life. We're going to counter out. Back over to us. We draw another 4-drop Zoro. We're going to deploy that out. We're going to use Nami to feed leader. Use leader to feed Zoro. We're going to go 7 into that rested Zoro. We get that. We're going to drop down our 3-drop Zoro with Rush. We're going to pressure life, going 5. They take this hit, and we're going to go 6 with our leader. They're going to counter out. I'm just going to pass it back over to them. We're going to use their Sanji to pressure into our Zoro. We're going to counter out. They're going to use Lightning, Gum Gum Lightning, to get rid of our Zoro. We're going to drop down the 5-6 Luffy from Zoro's KO effect. We're going to put one other leader, playing down another Sanji, getting rid of our Luffy. They're going to pressure 8 into the Zoro. We have to give that to him. Back over to us. We draw into a Sanji here. We're going to deploy it out. Yeah, we're going to deploy it. We're going to use Nami to feed the leader. Leader to feed Nami. We're going to put a total of 5 Dawn. Let's make it 6 Dawn on the Nami, pressuring 7 into life. They take this hit, and we're going to put 2 more on leader, pressuring 8. They're going to counter out, it looks like. Nope, we got it. Thanks for watching. I hope you guys are enjoying the content. Friendly reminder, if you have not subscribed yet, please do so. It helps the channel tremendously. And as always, we will see you in the next one.